Welcome in. First pitch here on a Saturday. We thought we might have no games today. Instead, we've got two games today, and there's two people on the panel. Potential for a third today. I'm Matt Joseph, sportsmemo.com. Joining me is Dave Koken of WagerTalk.com. Dave, how was your day yesterday, and what do you got for us today?
Uneventful yesterday because I had a KBO play to start today, which won, and that was the only play I made. Probably should have played BYU, but I didn't. And we'll see how the college football goes today, and we've got a best bet up for tomorrow in the NFL on the Sunday night game between the Rams and 49ers. It's available at WagerTalk.com. I like the game quite a bit. Didn't make it a 5%, but it's close. So I think that's got a good chance to get there.
Yeah, I went 2-1 yesterday. The streak of strikeouts unders versus the Astros continued. We only got a couple of strikeouts from Blake Snell yesterday, and then I had Tulane. So that was the winner. The Randy Arozarena train, unfortunately, derailed for one day. All right, so we actually have two games to discuss here, Dave. We'll start out with the early one. It is the Braves and the Dodgers. You've got Fried and Buehler here. You talked about it yesterday. It was a free roll for the Braves. Do your thoughts change at all with regards to today?
Well, I mean, that was a disaster for the Braves. The Ozuna mishap on the bases, it might have very well have cost them the game. They're up 2-0. That would have been 3-0 with a chance to score more runs in the inning. And instead, they go off the field, only 2-0. Dodgers get a run back. And I tweeted, I mean, that's a game changer. And it did change the game. We'll see. The Dodgers are kind of on the free roll themselves now, even though they're in an elimination situation. Walker Buehler, a little study on Buehler facing the same team for this, and I did an 11-day span on this. It's basically 2 starts against the same team out of 3 appearances. Buehler's done it 5 times in his career. 2 of the starts were quite bad, but they were both at Coors Field, where he's had some trouble. The other 3 were pretty good, or at least 2 of them were. Fried has a very small sample on this. He hasn't been a starting pitcher that long. The numbers are ordinary. We'll put it that way. I don't know what to do with this game. I've said that, I think, in every game in this series. I haven't made a play in the Braves-Dodgers series, and that will continue today. I will have something to talk about in the other game, but I'm gonna end up sitting this game out again.
Yeah, Buehler has pitched well. The strikeouts are there, 8, 8, and 7 so far this postseason, though, Dave. But they've got 5 walks the game against the Braves and 4 walks against the Padres. Bit of a concern if he loses control.
Yeah, the walks have been an issue for him. There's no question about that. And the Braves are a team that can take advantage of that. So we'll see what happens. But again, I just don't have a feel for this series. And if you don't have a feel for something, you just kind of leave it alone. I've done better with the other series, and that's where I'm going to be focused as far as Game 7 is concerned. Hi, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Good morning, gentlemen. Sorry, I must have been in the wrong studio.
So, Tony, we're talking about the Braves and the Dodgers here, so I want to get your thoughts on that and also how James Hoy fits into it as the home plate umpire. Looks like he's an under umpire.
He definitely is a lean to pitcher friendly as opposed to hitter friendly. One of the things I've noticed in this series, at least what I believe, and that is most of the umpires have played to their history and to their trends. If anything, there's been a couple aberrations, but for the most part, I think even the hitter-friendly umpires have been fair with the strike zone.
So, Tony, before we move on to the other game, Fried in this matchup here, what do you think about him?
Well, you know how I feel about Fried. Is that what you're talking about? Or the matchup itself? Buehler is who Buehler. Most people I talk to, guys that are weekend warriors or don't follow baseball like you and I do, or the 3 of us do, don't realize that Buehler's been around a while. And this isn't, while he's not a savvy veteran as a Kershaw or some of the other guys on this Dodgers team, this is not his first rodeo. And I thought he performed to what I expected him to perform to in the first game of the series. And Fried was as good. He was better. And I thought Fried, for being as young as he is, and this being his first exposure to playoff scenarios and such, at least what was expected of him, that I thought he did a really good job. I would think that no crowds would help guys that are young like this and that don't have to face the jawing and the the ice being thrown, and I'm exaggerating, I'm embellishing, but I think this kind of scenario for a young player is much easier than it would be for 40,000 screaming Dodgers fans.
So that's the game that's coming up first here. It's Fried and Bueller. Let's go on to game number 2, which is game number 7 here. Astros and Rays, McCullers and Morton. Rays a slight favorite. Total is about 8 here, Dave.
Market's going to bet the betting market, not the fan market. The betting market's going to be on Houston. I'm going to be on Tampa in the game. I think they've got some advantages. Obviously, the one that Houston has is they've won 3 in a row, and they do have the momentum, and there's no denying that. But that's I don't handicap on momentum. It's just an extra factor because momentum can leave or can switch sides on one pitch. Okay, Charlie Morton has been through this stuff many times before. He's been in 3 winner-take-all games, and he's won them all. Vast experience edge over McCullers. The other thing I like here, and this is going to be a bullpen game. Okay, you got 2 pitchers who, maybe 5 innings tops. I think Tampa's got a big advantage late in this game. They've got Glasnow. Glasnow will pitch in this game if necessary. Castillo didn't have it yesterday, but he was in a weird situation, and he only threw 14 pitches. Thompson's fresh. Yarbrough's fresh. Who am I missing here? Oh, I mentioned Glasnow already. Yeah. I think they're in a lot better shape in the last 4 innings of this game than Houston as far as the bullpen goes. And I always weigh pitching over hitting. The price is cheap, minus 115. I will be on the Rays tonight.
Are you concerned, though, at all that the Rays outside of a Rosarena to start hitting?
I'm not concerned about anything. I handicap the game on the pitching in the bullpen. And if the Astros keep hitting the ball, I guess I'll be in trouble. But I think Morton's going to do a good job. Maybe hold him to 1 or 2 runs in his 5 innings, and then he'll be out of there. And McCullers, I'm less certain of. We've seen McCullers get a little bit frustrated out there already in the playoffs. We had issues with the way the ball was traveling at Dodger Stadium. I think he can get more flustered here. Morton's not going to get flustered. He's been through this stuff many times. That's it for me. I'm playing Tampa Bay in the game. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I'm 12-2 in the playoffs the last 2 years. I'll take my chances.
Tony?
Yeah, I agree with Dave. Charlie Morton will laugh. He'll laugh things or variables or situations off that McCullers would be flustered by. You saw that. Dave mentioned it. You saw the fact is that some balls were hitting some spots that fell. If McCullers doesn't get, I think it was a home run. When he give up a home run, I'm trying to think if it was him or not, so I could compare that and use that as an example. But Dave's right. I like Morton. I'm on Tampa in this game. I like Tampa. I think they have an edge, and as he mentioned, you can handicap hitting if you want, but you're already handicapping hitting when you're handicapping pitching. So when you're handicapping pitching, you know what you're going to get from the other side, or you believe you know what you're going to get from the other side. And in this situation, if anybody's due to have a few balls fall or to be zigzagged, it would be Tampa Bay. And if I trust a sinker baller between these 2 sinker ballers, I'm going to trust Charlie Morton before I'm going to trust McCullers. Not that I don't like the kid or the veteran. I think he's capable. I don't think he's as capable as Charlie is in this situation. I like Tampa too.
Tony, tell us a little bit about Manny Gonzalez behind the plate.
Manny Gonzalez is difficult to get. You don't know what you're getting a lot of times. I've followed Manny Gonzalez. One day I will speak highly of him, of how he's done, and then the next game I'll say, who are you and what did you do with Manny? And that is what you're going to, that's a lot of umpires. It's not an aberration. I think he'll be, these guys do their best in the series. They really want to shine. Some are more capable than others. Don't trust Manny Gonzalez to be pitcher friendly tonight. Don't believe he's going to be hitter friendly. You just gauge, in this case, you're going to grade the players and prognosticate in that arena.
Do you think it matters? The last question for you. Do you think it matters that he's already done a game in this series behind the plate? We never see umpires do the plate twice in a series.
No. They usually have 100 umpires, and if they need even to fill in for one, and one gets hurt or something, they don't do 2 in a series. And there's lots of reasons for that. A lot of reasons for that. I think we all know.
Yes, they do. 7-game series. Every 7-game series. If it's the 7th game, the home plate umpire is the same guy who worked the first game. They work 6 umpires in the playoffs.
I thought there were. I thought there was. I thought they had 7 umpires and they only had 1 umpire. I'll have to go back and check.
It's always been 6.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
As far as I know,
maybe I haven't never seen a 7-game series. No, I'm joking. We're going to see a 7-game series tonight. I was kind of excited the fact that we were having a 7th game here. I never thought we were going to have a 7th game, Dave.
Neither did I.
Right.
Dave, last question for you. With regards to the total here, since you like the Rays pitching so much in their lineup, would you recommend more of a game under as opposed to a first 5 under?
I'm playing the Rays. That's it. Nothing else. I'm done. Okay, that's my play. I'm selling it on WagerTalk. You guys that are in here, you just got it for nothing. I'm on Tampa Bay.
There you go.
All right, then. As I said, you'll find Dave and Tony on WagerTalk.com. I am on SportsMemo.com. We may be back tomorrow if there's a Braves-Dodgers Game 7. If not, we will be back next week with our World Series preview. Dave and Tony, good luck, and we'll be back some point soon. Thanks for joining us.